so we're back to the last portion of this little quiz, and I've got a new table up here. This is table 1217 in your quiz. So we've got tax system A. Here's a person's income. This is what they pay in taxes. In tax system B, again, this is the income. This is what they pay in taxes. In tax system C, not a nice C, this is their income. This is what they pay in taxes. All right? So, first question says, which of the three tax systems is proportional? So, a proportional tax system means that every person pays the same amount. The word in the election or the electoral kind of discussion is a flat tax. Everyone pays 15%, 20%, whatever percent you decide upon, but no matter what your income, you only pay that fixed proportion of it. All right? So, you have to figure out in these three systems which one's proportional. So we know that in tax system A, if you pay $20,000 in taxes over income of $100,000, you've paid 20%. In tax system B, you've paid 20% as well. And in tax system C, you've paid more. You've paid 50 over that, and that's 50%. Now, that still doesn't give us the answer because we don't know whether everyone's paying, quote, 50% or something. So now we have to go to the next level. It says, okay, you make $250,000, you pay $50,000 in income. Well, that's 20% of your income, right? 50 divided by $250,000. These are all average tax rates, mind you. Last person earned $500,000, paid $100,000 in taxes. That is also 20%, okay? So while we're at this, let's keep going. This person made $250,000, paid $75,000 in taxes, and therefore this person paid 30% of their money as an average tax rate. Okay. Lastly, person made $500,000, paid $210,000 in taxes. This person paid 42% of their income in taxes. We can finish it off with the last one, and I'll put these in parentheses so you see that they're going to the last person here, made $250,000, paid $60,000 in taxes. 60 divided by 250 is going to be equal to 0.24. Lastly, person made $500,000, paid $70,000 in taxes as a portion of their income. That is 0.14. Okay? So now we've got pretty much set up the next two questions here. So, the answer to number 7 is that tax system A is proportional because no matter what your income, your tax liability is 20% of your income. Your average tax rate is 20%. Now, go to question 8. It says, which of the three tax systems is regressive? Regressive means the more you make, the less you pay. All right? So a person who's making $100,000 paid 50% of their income, whereas someone making $250,000 paid $60,000 in taxes, but only 24% of their income. And then if you made $500,000, you only paid 14% of your income, or $70,000 in taxes. So even though taxes rose in absolute sense, their proportion fell, which makes it regressive. Do we have regressive taxes? Yes. Sales taxes in New York City, you're paying 8.8%. If I make $100,000, I'm only paying, and that 8.8% of my $100,000 is relatively less than the 8.8% for someone who's making $30,000. So sales tax tends to be regressive. Do we have any other regressive taxes? Yes, Social Security tax. Right now, you pay 6.2%, your employer pays 6.2%, but you stop paying 6.2% when your income reaches a certain level. So in the country now, it's about $110,000. Any income I make over $110,000, I pay no Social Security tax on. So if I make $200,000, for example, and don't quote me, but if I make $200,000, for example, I'm only going to pay 6.6% on $110,000, call it roughly, about, $7,000. So $7,000 over the $200,000 is much less than 4%. So my Social Security tax is actually regressive because the more money I make, the less I pay as a proportion of my income. Right? Now, Congress is going through, when you've had this tax rebate, Obama has lowered the Social Security tax, the payroll tax, to 4.2%. And that really benefits people who make less than $100,000. Okay, it's quite a discount to them. It's quite a discount to me as well, but to all of us. But it really benefits because it's a wage tax. It really is quite beneficial to those who are making clearly less than the limit. All right. Coming back to this problem here, let me go to number 9, which is the last one here. Which of the 3 tax systems is progressive? Progressive means the more you earn, the greater proportion of your income you pay in taxes. So tax system B is the progressive one. Again, someone who makes $500,000 is paying 42% of their income in taxes. Someone who makes $100,000 is only paying 20% of their income. So not only is the tax rising, but it's rising proportionally more as you make more. And in the country today, we have a progressive tax rate. So if you make $500,000 in the U.S. today, you pay proportionally more than someone who makes $100,000 in the U.S. today. Now, there are all kinds of deductions, etc., but generally, that's how the tax system is structured on salaries. Okay, we don't have to get into hedge fund managers and what they pay in taxes because they actually don't pay much in taxes at all because their income, the money they earn from a hedge fund is actually a capital gain and not an income, and so it gets taxed at 15%. We won't go there, but it's really somewhat of an outrage here. Okay, so this is the answers to 7, 8, and 9. I'll review it. 7 is tax system A, 8 is tax system C, and 9 is tax system B. All right, let's go to the last question, number 10 here. It says, which of the 3 tax systems exhibits vertical equity? By vertical equity, we mean that as you make more, do you pay more? All right? Not as a rate, but as an absolute amount. So, tax system A, as you make more, you pay more. Tax system B, as you make more, you pay more. Tax system C, as you make more, you pay more. So each of these systems have vertical equity. All right? Nevertheless, that doesn't mean it's necessarily fair as we may perceive it. All right? In other words, this is proportional, which many people think is the fairest. This is progressive, which others also think is fair, because if you're making $500,000, you're really well off, and you deserve to, or you should be contributing more in taxes. And this system is regressive. Even though you pay more, the proportion obviously falls, and so there'd be some debate about whether this is fair at all, okay? But from the concept of vertical equity, it simply argues for, if you make more, do you pay more? And that answer is yes, even though this is regressive, progressive, and proportional. It doesn't answer that question of fairness which we could have at a larger societal level. All right. That is our quiz on taxes, Chapter 12. We'll be turning to production costs in Chapter 13 as we come back to this. But a very important chapter, relevant for the elections, and these concepts of marginal and average tax rates are crucial. And you're definitely going to see them on your tests that we're going to do. Okay? See you later.